Welcome back, Second Texas, to our second half of Kids Community Connections, 103.1 Kids FM. And you know what? My next guest is a phenomenal young man. And as you know, I always prefer to talk to young people rather than old people. Yeah, I really do, because if we don't teach them, tell them we appreciate them, and catch them when they're doing something good, they will always wonder, does anybody see what I do? And our answer will be, no. Well, guess what? So when I see it, I'm going to bring it up. But before I talk to him, there's some information that I want to give out to people his age and a little bit older. On Wednesday, there's going to be a workshop given by one Chemo 7, and it's going to be about how to be an entrepreneur, how to build a business, and how to get it going. And it'll be free. It's at the Killeen Community Center. It will be at 6:15 on Wednesday. So if you want to be an entrepreneur or learn about it, or even if you just think you might want to be one and you're of ages 16 and up, you need to come to the Killeen Community Center. And how much does it cost? Just to walk in the door. That's what it costs for you to get there and walk in the door. That's it. That's your fee for coming. But it's to, like I said, it's to teach you how to be an entrepreneur, and to teach you what it takes to be one. To also teach you that it doesn't cost. People will tell you it costs a lot of money to start a business. Well, he will teach you that it's not necessarily so. It costs you a lot to open up a business or to start a business. And also he will teach you whether you need to be a brick and mortar business or do it out of your own house. Because a lot of times when we do a business, first thing we think is, I got to get a building. When I realize that, no, you don't. There's some very successful businesses. And where are they? In people's house, in the garage, in their kitchen. It's wherever, but it's inside their house. So, come out to the workshop. It will teach you. He will teach you. His name was Chemo 7. It's at the Killeen Community Center at 6:30 on Wednesday. So don't say you didn't know about it, because I'm telling you about it right now. And like I said, even if you think you want to open up a business, you should come. If you want to know how much money it's going to cost you, you should come. No matter what it is, you need to come and find out, because sitting back being curious, you might be too late. But anyway, like I said, we're going to talk to a phenomenal young man who actually saved his mother's life. He didn't just, sit back and go, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't know. He actually did something. And his name is Ron. And good morning. How you doing?
I don't really know what to say.
So how are you? How you doing right now?
You
doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How old are you?
8.
Can you talk a little louder?
I'm 8.
He's 8 years old.
8 years old.
He's a little nervous, so we know that. It's okay. But I'm going to guide you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. So it's you and your mom, right?
Yeah.
It's just and so you had to learn to do a couple of things to step up, right?
Yeah, so, a lot of things.
A lot of things. There you go. So one day, one night, your mother wasn't doing well. What was happening?
She was... Okay, this is what happened.
Yes, there you go.
I was just sitting on the couch, just watching YouTube and Phineas and Ferb. I was just watching YouTube and just watching Phineas and Ferb, and after that I heard some kind of some bubbling noise, and I didn't know what's going on, so I called Chicago.
Who's Chicago?
Devon.
Who is he? Is he a friend of your mom's?
Yeah, he's a friend of my mom's.
Okay.
And I tried to call him, but he didn't answer. And after that, I called the ambulance. So that's when So I told one of the people that what went wrong, and we had to find.
So what did you tell them?
I told them that when they were just coming, I told them that I just saw my mom on the floor is like with red stuff coming out of her mouth or something like that. So, and after that, I just freaked out. I was just scared. I was scared.
Okay.
And everything just went wrong. And after that, I talked to one of the people, and I had to talk to them, and he went to watch a basketball game, and it was the Suns versus the Lakers. And after that, he said, which team are you gonna pick? I said the Lakers, because and that's at that he said everybody goes for the Lakers. Since they have Alonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma on there.
So that was the paramedics?
Yeah.
Okay. And
one of them.
What did they do when they came out?
There was a bunch of them.
Did they knock on the door, and did you open it? Why did you open it?
I opened the door.
Okay.
I opened the door when they came in.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to, like, it was just like very, like, I was in, like, when we went to the hospital,
right,
in Temple, I was just in a lobby. I was in the lobby, just eating crackers and just drinking Gatorade and stuff.
Were you scared?
Then, a little bit.
Were you nervous?
Not that much. Not that much.
But when they took your mother out of the house, how did you feel?
I felt very sad. I felt very sad. And well, I do like basketball. Like basketball, like Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, James Harden.
So what was wrong with your mother? What was going on with her? She was having a what?
She was just having a seizure. And she had problems. She had a lot of problems. So our grandma.
So did you see her in the hospital, or could you go see her?
I didn't want to see her in person because I just felt very scared. So then after that, Chicago gave me a choice. They just call him Chicago for some reason.
Yes, because he's from Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gave me a choice. Am I gonna stay with him or Miss Danielle? And I said Miss Danielle. So I stayed there for about like 6 days or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I probably stayed. I stayed there for 6 days, and I had the phone with me so I can contact my sister and Yvonne. And he called my uncle Joseph, and after that he called my dad, and he called my sister and my grandma.
Okay.
That as I was with, I got with my dad, so we just spent time together at a hotel where that Walmart hotel is, the one by Walmart, Copper's Cove, and was just playing games. After that, grandma, then after that we had a problem with the electricity in the house.
wait, Mom, he's telling this story. Leave him alone. Mama's here, and she's like, what is he doing? He's telling this story. Mom is over here having fits, and you should see her right now. I think she's going to sweat enough to drown a river.
And
what's wrong, Mom?
And after that, we had a problem with the lights in the house, and there wasn't no lights. Like, the lights were just like all the way off, and I had to stay with Miss Danielle for 2 more days.
Okay.
So yeah, and after that, my dad came, and I just spent time with him. And we just played basketball at the house. So.
Did you talk to your mom while she was in the hospital?
I only been there for only 2 days. 2 days.
Okay.
2 days.
All right. So if what would you tell somebody else your age if their mother or their father was sick and something was going on? What would you tell them to do? What first?
I would tell them to just like if they were just like sick or anything like that, I would tell them to just like make this like soup, something like that.
But if they were sick like your mom, if they had a seizure like your mom did, or maybe something else, what would you tell them to call? Would you tell them to call 911? Yes or no? No.
Yes.
You would?
Yes. Ambulance. No fire truck.
Did you know your address?
Yeah.
So is it important?
I told them the address and the street. Jake Drive, Coppersville, Texas. 22086.
So is it important that all kids know their address?
Yeah, it is.
It is because, you know,
In the street
number. There you go. Because sometimes kids don't know. They'll tell you, I live over there.
I live over there.
Yes, and they'll tell you. They can tell you how to get there, but they don't. And you know, adults were bad at it too, because I can tell you where some people live and I don't know their address. But so now that your mom is home and everything, are you still taking care of her and looking after her?
Yes, we have grandma with us, and last night had some hero pie. It was actually this buttermilk pie. This is buttermilk pie. It was very sweet.
Was it good?
Yeah, when mom told grandma about like the second piece, very sweet.
So you like grandma being here?
Yeah. She's cooking all that stuff, and I just feel mostly about playing basketball.
So you like basketball?
Yeah, and I just like.
So why do you like basketball?
Because I wanted to be like first. I wanted to be like a champion. I wanted to be like a champion. Like Kevin Durant is.
But suppose you can't. Suppose you have to be like yourself.
I wish I could be in just like the NBA. I actually want to be in the NBA. I want to be the next Kevin Durant.
But suppose you have to be the next you. You can't be the next you?
I'll try.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to your mom for a few.
Okay.
She didn't think she was gonna be on there. So how you doing, Joanne?
I am fine.
How did you feel to find out that your son is the one who did what he did, who became the hero in your life that day?
I was really proud. I mean, I couldn't tell you how proud, because it was really early in the morning, and if he had, it was like maybe think like 1:30. But if he had been asleep, you know, and that would have happened, then like I said, I probably wouldn't be here. So I was very proud, and you know, I thank him every day. I mean, ever since it happened, ever since I've been home and been able to talk, I've thanked him every day. So
what happened with you?
I have epileptic seizures. Okay, and I've had them for, I think I had my first one when I was in high school. When I was in high school. Yeah, that's when I had the very first one, and I was in high school, and I've had a couple since then. And like, I guess these ones that I had the other day were really bad.
Right.
I take medication for them. I guess the medication wasn't, you know.
You gotta get your
wasn't work.
It kept her up for about like.
The other day when I took it,
like 3 in the morning.
I was up for a little while.
And I was still
from the medication.
But for you, what I want you to tell everybody is, and we talked about it.
Yeah.
Is the offset of during the time that a person's having a seizure, there's no oxygen going to their brain. And the longer the person is seizing, the less the oxygen is going to the brain. And as we know, since your brain needs oxygen to live, certain parts of your brain automatically shut down, such as your memory.
Yeah, a lot of my memory. I mean, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad because people, and I didn't want to say this. I really did not want to say this, but
that's okay. People need to know.
But there were people when they would come and see me in the hospital, I didn't recognize them, and And it didn't help that I had to get another phone, and so I lost a lot of my contacts in my phone too. So I mean, the combination of those two things is taking me a little bit. It's taking me a little bit to get. It's taking me a little bit to kind of get back. You know, I mean, I'm making it, and you know, I'm trudging along. But like I said, I really didn't remember a lot. I still don't remember a lot of things. The story, you know, like with what happened with my son, everything that he did and everything, I don't remember a lot of it. And with Brother Chicago, him driving me, you know, he helped too.
Yeah,
he helped save my life, and he was there. I mean, that brother's been there.
You know, we early in the morning he called me. Chicago did. And this thing was, he was talking, you know, and I'm like, hey, slow down. What do you need me to do? Because I heard parts of what he was saying, but you know, he was in a rush talking, not in a rush talking, but you know, he was hyped up, so he was like, I'm like, okay, what do you need me to do? And then so he tell me what's going on with you. I'm like, okay, so what do I need you? What do you need? He said, I'm looking through her phone, and this is to tell everybody information too. He said, I'm looking through her phone, and I can't find who her family is. I said, well, guess what? If you look through my phone, you wouldn't know who my family is either, because they're not identified there. I said, but this is where you go. I say, you go to their text messages. I said, because in people's text messages, you can find out who people are by what they say to that person. You know, he go, oh, so he went through your text messages and go, okay, you know, all right, okay. I said, so call everybody from California on their text messages. I said, on those texts, I said 10 to 1, somebody from there can contact her family, and then you can bring it all together. And that's to let everybody know too, you know, like if something like this happens, you know, like I said, most of our cell phone, my daughter's names are in my cell phone. Of course they are. But if you don't know their names or don't know their last names or whatever, you'll never figure out who they are. But if you go through my text messages, you'll figure out, those two, that must be her daughter, that must be her other daughter. That's her granddaughter. You figure that out that way. So, you know, just to let everybody else know, when he called me, and his thing was, I'm going through her phone, and I was there. And I'm like, calm down, they're in her text messages. You know, and so those are things that we need to like incorporate in our brain. Yeah,
you are absolutely right. And you know what the thing is, I never would have thought about it. You know, you don't think about things like that until, and then somebody listening to this is not going to do it either. You know what I mean? Because they think that nothing like that is ever going to happen to them. But like I said, this came out the blue. I haven't had a seizure in like 5 years. And so this came out the blue, and like I said, it hit me, and it's making me rethink a lot of things in my life. You know what I mean? And so I'm having to take more of those type of precautions. You know, so with my phone and with everything, with everything. You know, I had to teach my son how to call 911.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I was
when I was probably 7 or 6. She told me, and there was two numbers. Probably the police and the ambulance.
Whatever the two. I think I just taught him 911. And so I realized.
So I just called 911 on the village phone.
And
everything got taken care of.
The people. That's when everybody came.
You said after that, one of the times that you said that someone can't.
Anyway,
someone can't.
But like I was saying, when I taught him 911, I knew it was just the two of us. It was just the two. It's just the two of us and the dog. And the dog. But like I said, I taught him that because I knew it was just, you know, because you never. That's the thing. You never know. You never know, because like I said, this came out of the blue. I did not see it coming. You get I get migraines.
But you know what? To stop your body, it wasn't out of the blue actually. And I'll tell you what I mean is this. You know, oftentimes our body tells us something and we ignore it. We do. And your body always warns you before something happens. Our bodies are built as a mechanism, and it's a mechanism of, hey, listen, did you hear me? You know, your body will trigger something, and you Oh, that's nothing. I ain't got to worry about it. I ain't got to worry about it. So your body go, okay, idiot. You know this to me the first time. This is what I'm going to do now. You know, and it does something else. And once again, you go, oh, wow, what is that? Oh, it's nothing. So then your body going to go, okay, listen, now you're going to force me to really play my hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So your body tells you what's going on. It's just that we sometimes don't listen. We don't do that stop and listen. We keep on that track of run, and we forget to stop and listen, because you tell everybody it just happened. No, really, it didn't just happen. Your body always gives you a warning sign. It does. You just ignore it or don't know what that sign means. But so your body gave you a sign, but you on the fast track of being Sister Teresa, Mother Teresa. But so what I'm saying is that your body was letting you know, but sometimes our busy lifestyles, we tend to put it on the burner and go, that's, I gotta finish this, I gotta finish that. When next time you know that I need to listen this time. Yeah,
and you're right, because the fact is I was in Darnell the night before with a really bad migraine. I got an MRI done. I found that out just last night. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I don't remember anything. So I had an MRI done the night before, and then the following night, that's when everything kind of went down. Because you know, I get migraines. You get migraines. You know, they come, they go. They come and they go. And like I've been getting them for years. But like I said, for it to turn into this, you know, and like I said, I hadn't planned for it. I wasn't ready for it. You know, it just. Well, I kind of did plan for it. You know what I mean?
In a way, your body,
and I kind of did, but like I said, it did kind of it. I wasn't expecting it to be this expensive, so.
You know, the one thing that people don't do when you work with people and you're close with people, there's certain things people need to let everybody know. There's a friend of mine. She's a manic. She has the breakdowns. She's a manic depressant, and she has a breakdown. One day we were in the store, and I wasn't with her in the store, but we were in the same store. She had a panic attack, and everybody was, you know, rushing to a certain direction. You know, so I walked over there, and I'm like, I know her. You know, I'm like, I know her. You know, so I went over to her to talk to her and move her from the situation of being what's going on with her, you know, whatever. And I moved her away, and then, you know, she regained herself. I looked at her and said, you have panic attacks? She goes, yes. Didn't you ever think of telling somebody? You know, she's like, what?
Wow.
She said, what do you mean? I said, I came over because everybody's rushing over. I said, and I'm like, what's going on, guys? I said, I could see that it was a lady. I said, I went over there to see what was going on and how could I help? I said, all the time, I'm like, heck, I know you. You know, I said, so I just walked up to you and you know, got you away, but I'm looking at him like, I work with you every day.
Wow.
I should have known this.
Wow.
I said, because I said, by me knowing, I would have at least, because I did see her in the store, and we had how you doing and went on, but I didn't, you know, then not even 10 minutes later, boom, she's, you know, in the corner in the store. I'm like, I work with you. You know, so sometimes we need to let people know certain things, not the whole 9 yards about you, but things that can happen to you so that we can go, oh, okay. Because when Chicago said she had a seizure, I'm like, she had seizures? For real? Okay. And he was like, you didn't tell her. I said, I didn't know, but I'm going to whoop her when I find her. You know? That's when I see her, I'm going to whoop her. You know, but when I went to see you, you look like a mommy, so I didn't whoop you because you would have known. But sometimes we need to let people who we're close with know what's going on so that the reaction won't be, what do I do? And what? It'll be, oh, okay. That's a little more out of the norm, but okay. So
and you're right. I mean, but you know how people, you know how we are.
Yeah, we got to get out of that.
I know, but I'm like that. I'm not you. You know, I'm like that. I don't. But I told a lot just now. You know, a lot got told today.
But you know what? But guess what? Lot. But you know what? Somebody who's listening will learn. Somebody who's listening will learn. Like I said, the lady who I worked with every day didn't know she had panic attacks. Okay, now that I know that, I was like, well, no wonder sometimes she does. Then a lot of things came to light. No wonder. I said, so that's why sometimes I gotta leave the room. You be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just like that. Yeah. I mean, it happens. It goes down like that.
You know, well, now I know why because before we
Yeah.
was like, so what's wrong with her? Why she gotta leave the room? I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
okay, now that I don't work with her anymore, but now when I found out, I'm like, okay, explains why she left the room.
Mm-hmm.
So now we were a little okay with that because we realized she knew something. It was gonna. So she removed herself.
Mm-hmm.
It was all right, but first, like, this chick crazy. Why she keep leaving the room?
Oh my gosh! And see, that's it because you
So,
don't
yeah.
know. We
So
don't.
we didn't
say,
know.
We
Yeah.
don't say anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But and you're right. We do. We have to get out of it.
Yeah.
We got to get out of that because it's for one, it's not healthy. You know what I mean? Because you, like you said, you're around people every day. You're around people every day. And I'm gonna tell you something. I did not realize all of the people, you know, who for one care about me and love me.
Right.
I mean, outside of my, you know, my blood family. I mean, there were a lot of people that were there for me, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate them. Even if I didn't recognize you at the time, just know that I appreciate, you know, all the love and all the care and, you know, just you being there. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful for the opportunity to get to say this on the radio. Because like I said, there were a lot of people, including you, you know what I mean, that were there for me. And like I said, I appreciate y'all because I had no idea. I mean, it warms my heart.
But you know, if we keep saying that we're a village, then we need to act like one.
Absolutely.
And when one of the people in the village are down, you go see about them.
Yeah.
And then you begin to do the things that need to be done. So we can't be a village. We can't say we're a village if we don't act like the village.
Yeah. You're absolutely
You know. So what we did was we are a village, and one of our members were down, and we said, okay, listen, this is what we got to do. How do we do this? Such as, like I said, you were down. Chicago's looking for your numbers for how to find somebody. So he calls me, part of the village. You know, he calls me up. Hey, listen, she got to know how to, you know.
Yeah.
And for him, he knew I got to know. So there was no way for me to even think about saying, I don't know. You know, I'm like, okay, forget this. 2017, forget the phone thing. Text messages. So, you know, it went from there, and then he had the ball rolling. You know, so it's the village, and we have to grow through that way.
Yeah.
To know, okay, listen, who can I call to know whatever? Okay, I gotta call her. Oh, who I gotta call him. That's how that's what the village is, and then we teach the young people.
Yeah.
Like like Rondo, he knew to contact Chicago.
Yeah.
He knew that.
Since he put his number on there, so
Yeah. He put his phone number in the
So he
phone.
knew to contact him. Okay, well, how many other children don't have a Chicago to call?
Yeah.
I mean, parents. So parents that are listening, and it's just them and their child.
Yeah.
They need to know that I'm not gonna say call Chicago, but there needs to be a Chicago to call,
Yeah,
or a
absolutely.
female to call. Your kid needs to know, hey, listen, call so and so, something happened. And that person who you told them to,
Yeah.
they should know, hey, listen, if anything happened, my son or my daughter gonna call you. You're like, okay, cool, I got you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so we need to put those things in place, but we don't,
because like I said,
because we think we're invincible.
we never think things like this are gonna happen.
Yes.
You know, my neighbor who was there, my ex-husband, his dad is in Tennessee. He drove 11 hours out here to come in and see me, and that's my ex-husband.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, I have a lot of people that care, and yeah, I mean, I just can't. I can't thank everybody enough.
No, you can't.
I can't thank everybody enough. So,
Right. But I want to thank you, Ron, for being the hero and saving your mother. That took a lot of
Thank you,
thinking, a lot of fast thinking for you to do, because you didn't have time to sit down and process it. You had to jump into action. And Joanne, I'm glad that you're okay. I'm going to fuss at you later. But you know what? But
yeah,
that's true. That's true. That's true. And I hope this teaches everybody out there who's listening, not a lesson, but teaches you what we need to go back and do.
yeah,
We need to make sure that our kids have the proper numbers to call. We need to make sure that the friends we know, if you have, like I said, manic depression, if you have seizures, people who are close to you need to know, so that when it happens, they won't go, "What the world?"
Exactly.
They go, "Okay, this is what's going on." But
they know now, though. They know now.
I want to thank everyone for listening to KISS Community Connections 103.1 KISS FM, and I want you to always remember, you cannot lead a positive life with a negative mind. We'll talk to you next Sunday. Bye now.